Okay guys, so for sample problem number 4 naman, so determine the resultant force at pins A, B, and C on the 3-member frame, okay? On a 3-member frame. So kung titingnan nyo mabuti guys, hanapin muna natin yung mga 2 force member. So in this case, is this member CB is a 2 force member. Actually hindi, kasi along the span or along the length nila is merong 800 Newton na applied. So, technically, hindi na yan 2 force member. How about etong member AC? Is this also 2 force member? No, kasi along this length, may naka-apply ka na 200 Newton meter. So, technically, hindi na yan 2 force member. Okay, so, the best way is baklasin na natin siya para mapasingaw na natin kung ano ba yung direction ng mga supports na included sa kanya. So, in this case, binaklas kong ganyan yan. Ito na, nakabaklas na. Unahin natin CCB. Okay? Oftentimes guys, sa method of members, medyo mahirap i-analyze dito kung ano talaga yung direction ng mga support reactions natin. Kasi nakadepende yun sa loadings. So more on assumption talaga tayo. But always make sure guys na kung ano in-assume mo sa una, yun din dapat yung i-assume mo sa susunod na segment, but in opposite direction. Mamaya ipapaliwanag natin. For example, dito in-assume natin that ito ay CY, ito ay CX. Sir, bakit nagkakaroon ng ano dyan? Guys, this is pin support. Okay? Pin yan. Internal hinge or pin. Okay? Sabihin, dalawa yung component na ililitaw niyan kung hindi 2 force member. Dalawa yung direction ng reactions niya. Si RBX naman, si RBY naman, let's say pataas yan. Si RBX naman, let's say pakaliwa naman siya. Okay? But this is pure assumption only. Okay? So, in this case, guys, pwede na ba tayo mag-proceed? Okay. So, pwede na siguro, no? So, pwede na siguro para makakreate na tayo ng mga equations natin. Sa mga ganitong type of problems na walang 2 force member, oftentimes, guys, hindi ka makakapagpatawid ng mga forces mo dyan. Bakit? Ang kailangan mo dito is magpapatawid ka ng equations from segment CB saka from segment AC. Okay, para mas malinawagan kayo, let's proceed. Okay, so in this case, pwede na ba tayo mag-take ng moment sa B? So, taking the summation moment at B is equal to 0. Technically, guys, consider natin na the clockwise positive. So, 0 is equal to CY. Tama? Ilan yung moment arm? 2. How about CX? Positive yun kasi ano naman clockwise pa rin naman, di ba? CX but multiplied by 2. Yung 800, negative 800, kasi counterclockwise yan, multiplied by 2. So, arranging the equations, this is 2CY, tama, plus 2CX, minus, equal na lang natin. I-transpose na natin tong negative 16 yan, di ba? 800 times 2 is 16. So, magiging positive 16 na yan sa kabila ng equation. Okay, so this is our equation. Okay, ko lang dyan. This is our equation 1. So, madaming equation to guys. Marami tayong palilitawing equation dito Okay, malula. Okay? Kailangan naka-ano kayo. Okay, next. Yari na tayo mag-take ng moment. Therefore, we have to take the summation forces horizontal equal to 0. Which is 0 is equal to, ano ba yung mga involved dyan? We have CX, tama, positive CX, minus RBX. Okay, let's say minus 800 na horizontal ito. Okay? So, in this case, guys, we have the RBX. Kung palilitawin natin si RBX, this is simply equal to CX, okay, minus 800. Nag-transpose lang tayo, no? Pwede mo nang i-consider na equation 1 yun. Sige, papayagan na kita. Ito, pwede mo na itong gawing equation 1 na. Okay? But, sinimplify ko lang. Nilagay ko lang dyan. So, this is our equation 2, for example. Okay? Next. Yari na tayo mag-summation forces horizontal. Let's take the summation forces vertical is equal to 0. Considering 0 is equal to RBY. Wala nang ibang involved dyan. Plus CY lang. Diba? Plus CY. Okay, so yun yung assumption natin. Okay, so in this case guys, si RBY natin is equal to negative CY. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito na equation 3 natin. So, this is our equation 3. So, ayan na tayo. Nakakreate na tayo ng unang set ng equations natin for member, ano ba namang adds yan? For member CB. Ngayon naman, pwede na tayong lumipat siguro for member, pwede na siguro nating i-isolate naman yung member A, C. Lakayan ko ng konti kasi medyo meron tayong gagawin dito. Okay. Meron tayong gagawin dyan. Okay. Now, in-isolate na natin tong member AC natin. So, in this case, ang sabi ko sa inyo kanina, kung ano inassume mo dito, kung ano inassume mo dyan, di ba, by transfer of loadings, ililipat mo yan sa kabila, dapat opposite in direction na yan. So, in this case, guys, pataas si CY, pakanan si CX. In this case, pababa si CY, pakaliwa si CX. Tama? Nagkakaintindihan? Ngayon, eto na. Dito na medyo magkakagulo. Meron kasi nagtanong sa akin, Sir, bakit po ba, wait lang, ayusin ko lang si CX. Sir, bakit po ba yung naka-incline na loadings na ganun, bigla na lang, hindi na po natin kinomponent, bigla nyo na lang pong times sa distance. So, etong load na yan, makinig etong load na to, di ba area lang yan? So, ibig sabihin, ang height ng area na yan is etong 200 Newton meter. Ang magiging base niyan, technically, is eto dapat. Yan, distance na yan. Ngayon, para makuha natin yan, ano ba yung height na to? Tapos, ano ba yung base na to? So, kunin natin yan. So, ibig sabihin, may height ka doon na 2 meters, di ba? Meron kang 2 meters. So, pagpalagay natin, this is your 2 meters. Ito ngayon si X, hindi natin alam yan. Ito ngayon si H na lang siguro. Okay? In this case, guys, isolve natin si H saka si X. Pagka sinolve natin si X, di ba, meron tayong opposite, may angle tayo, at saka meron tayong adjacent. So, technically, that's sine. Okay? So we have sine of 60 equal to opposite na 2 over, wait lang pala. H pala yung makukuha natin dyan. So, sorry. So, we have this sine theta opposite over adjacent H, over the hypotenuse H. So, we have the H. So, lang yan This is opposite ng angle. Ngayon, makukuha natin si H equal to, let's say, mangyayari dito is we have 2 divided by sine of 60. So, this is 2.31. So, this is 2.31 meters. So, this is equal to 2.31 meters. Ngayon naman, para makuha natin si X, di ba ang gagawin natin, meron tayo, if this is your opposite, this is your adjacent, anong gagamitin natin? So, we have TOA. So, we have tangent of 60 is equal to 2 over X naman. So, yung X naman natin dito is equal to 2 divided by tangent ng 60. This is equal to 1.155. So, let's say 1.15 na lang. 1.15 meters. So, this is equal to 1.15 meters. So, in this case, okay na tayo. Meron na tayong Ngayon, hindi ba guys, that yung resultant nga na to, tulad ng sinasabi ko, di ba yung resultant na to is simply just the area? Di ba area lang yan? Like guys, lagi tatandaan na nakapaling lang yan. Pero yung height niyan is ito pa rin yan. 200 Newton meter. Meaning ba, sir, pag kinuha ko yung area niyan, yung magiging resultant ko ba is nandito? Yes guys, nandyan ngayon yan. So, ibig sabihin pala, para makuha natin resultant, kunin lang natin area, we have 200. Ano yung magiging base niya na nga? Yung H natin bale, which is 2.31. So, this is equal to 200 times 2.31. This is equal to 462 ngayon. This is 462 Newton. So, yan yung resultant natin for that uniformly distributed load. So, okay na tayo dyan. Okay? Siguro, ilipat ko lang to para makapag-take na tayo ng moment. Pakita ko lang dyan para hindi ko naman din aalisin. So, para makapag-take na tayo ng moment, nawala pala yan ako dito. Wait lang. This is your CY and this is your CX. Ayan na, ayan yung CYCX natin. Now, if we're going to take the moment at A, okay, if you're going to take the summation, moment at A equal to 0. Ito naman, mag-assume tayo ng direction dito. I-assume ko na lang siguro na pag ganun din, we have the RAY. Ito maganda rin naman, pakita ko na yung ina-assume lang din. RAX. Okay? So now, kapag nag-take tayo ng summation moment at A is equal to 0, considering, sabihin na natin, counterclockwise positive, or let's say clockwise positive, regardless kung ano man yung piliin nyo dyan, okay lang. Okay? So, 0 is equal to CY. Okay? CY, kasi clockwise, magka-clockwise natin, CY, multiplied by a moment arm ng CY ngayon is etong 1.5. Tama? So, we have 1.15 pala. 1.15. How about the CX? Si CX is iikot pa kabila. Therefore, negative CX multiplied by distance na 2. Tama ba? This is 2. Okay? Now, how about yung ating 200 Newton meter? Diba nakuha na natin guys that 200 Newton meter is 462 yung resultant. Ang gamitin na lang natin guys na perpendicular distance is eto. Ayun, no? Ibig sabihin, kalahati po ng 2.31? Yes, kalahati ng 2.31. Since iikot yan clockwise, so positive 462 na pala. 462, nakuha na natin resultant ton, multiplied by 2.31 over 2. So, this is equal to, masolve ba natin? So, hindi pa pala. So, we have 1 point, if we're going to simplify, we have 1.15 minus 2cx, 1.15 cy minus 2cx. Tapos lipat natin sa kabila na equation yan, magiging negative yan. So we have 462 times 2.31 over 2. This is equal to 533.61. Since nilipat natin siya sa kabila ng equation, ang tendency niyan, pag negative na yan. So negative 533.61. So, this is our equation 4. Equation 4 na. Ilan pa ba equation yan? So, patience. Okay, mabilis na lang to pag nayari na natin. Okay? Ibig sabihin, next naman is summation forces vertical is equal to 0. 0 is equal to, ano yung mga nandyan? So, we have RAY, positive, tama, minus CY. Tama ba? Ngayon, sir, di ba magkakaroon po ng components to? Ayun, tsaka muna pwede ngayong i-component yan. Eto, saka, ayan. Again guys, if this is 30 degrees, tama ba? If this is 30 degrees, nilipat mo to dito. If this is 60 degrees pala, this is 30 degrees, tama? If this is 30 degrees, this is again 60 degrees. And if this is 60 degrees, this is 30 degrees. Tama ba? 60, 30, 90, 90, 61, 50 plus 80 is equal to 180. So, ibig sabihin, nagbe-make sense. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, kukunin lang natin yung vertical component nung uniform distributed natin na yan. Meron naman tayong 462, pababa, minus 462, tama? Sine of 30 tayo ngayon. Tama? So, okay, para hindi na kayo mahirapan, i-set ko na to as equation 5. Now, for summation forces horizontal is equal to 0, 0 is simply equal to RAX na pakanan minus CX and then minus or plus 462 cosine of 30. In this case, highlight ko lang ulit, this will be your equation 6. Dami hanip, no? Sabi sabihin, okay na tayo ngayon dyan. Naka-extract na tayo ng mga equation. Ayan na, pwede na tayo guys. Kung mapapansin nyo, magme-make sense na yung ating solution dyan. Ngayon, solve simultaneously natin. Kung mapapansin nyo, itong equation 1 natin, nawawala CY, CX. Si equation 4 naman natin, CY, CX lang din, tsaka may constant. So, pwede para natin i-solve simultaneous. Okay? Solve equation 1 and equation 4. Okay, so ibig sabihin, sa equation 1, rewrite natin, this is 2CY plus 2cx is equal to 1,600. That's for equation 1. Tapos, we have for equation 4 na 1.15cy minus 2cx is equal to negative 533.61. Tama ba? 61. In this case, masosolve na natin si cy and si cx. So, kung titingnan nyo, diba, we have mode 5, 1 na lang gamitin natin. We have 2, 2, and positive 1, 6. And also, we have 1.15 minus 2 naman, and then negative 533.61. Ang lilitaw sa atin dito is 338.54. So, ang cy natin is 338.54. Newton ba to? Yes, Newton. And then for cx natin, ang lilitaw dyan is 461.46. 461.46 Newton. In this case, parehas positive. Therefore, tama yung naging assumption natin ng direction. Pero kung titingnan nyo, kung kukunin natin si c dyan, yung pinakasagot natin, di ba, this is square root pa ng 338.54 square plus 461.46 square. So, yung c natin, we have mode 1 natin, we have 338.54 square plus 461.46 square. Ang lilitaw sa atin dito is 572.32. So, we have 572.32 Newton. Baka kasi nalilito kayo guys. So, okay, pagka guys nagkaroon ng component, hinahanap yung resultant ng support reactions, lagi nyo kukunin yung pinaka-resultant niya. Tama ba pag hindi mo kinuha, mali yun. Okay? So, ito yung palang final answer natin for reaction at C. Now, let's take, parang okay na tayo sa CX saka sa CY, tingin nyo sana tayo pwede. O, dito muna tayo, isa-isayin natin. RB muna. Pagka nag-RB tayo guys, technically, meron tayong CX, meron tayong CY for equation 3 and ano. Okay? O, sige, lagay ko dito. From equation 2 naman. From equation 2, we have RBX is equal to CX minus 800. Tama. So, ibig sabihin, palitan lang natin si CX. Si CX is nag-positive. We have 461.46. So, ibig sabihin, si RBX ngayon is equal to 461.46 minus 800. So, this is equal to negative 338.54 Newton. Mamaya natin itama yung ano. And then, for the RBY naman, from equation 3, si RBY naman is negative CY. So, ibig sabihin si RBY is equal to negative CY. Ano ba yung CY natin? CY natin is 338.54. So, ibig sabihin si RBY is equal to negative 338.54 Newton. Kung itatama natin yan, mali assumption natin sa RB, parehas mali kasi parehas nag-negative. Kung ibig sabihin, ang assumption natin dito is pa-left, ibig sabihin, nag-negative, pa-kanan pala yung tama. Ito naman is pataas, mali pala. So, ibig sabihin, pababa pala yung tama. In this case, para itama natin siya, siguro ganito na lang. Okay. Si RBY is 338, RBX is 54. Since nag-negative nga tayo, okay, since nag-negative nga tayo, pakaliwa yung assumption natin doon, pakanan pala siya. Lagay natin dito is to the right. Ito namang isa is nag-negative tayo, paataas yung assumption natin. Ito, therefore, mali pala yung assumption natin. Nag-assume ka na naman, mali pala. We have 54 downward naman. So, ayan ay sagot natin for RBX and RBY. Okay? So, that's the answer for RBX and RBY. Okay? Ay, hindi na highlight. So, ayan ngayon yung magiging sagot natin. Diba? Nakakapagod siya, no? Pero madali lang siya. Next, okay na tayo, no? Teka lang pala. By the way, ito, isama ko na yun, i-box. Pero meron pa tayong kulang for RBX and RBY. Alin yun? Yung resultant nilang dalawa. Okay? Yung resultant nilang Dalawa. Sige nga, tingnan ko nga kung pinanonood nyo talaga yung ano natin, yung video natin, isa-isa o sini-skip nyo lang. For your assignment nga, hanapin nyo tong RB. Sabihin yung resultant ng dalawa. For your assignment, hanapin nyo nga ito. This is your RB. Okay. Sabihin, ano yan? Square root ng RBX square plus RB, ano? So, kung hindi nga, hanapin nyo nga yan. Titingnan natin kung talagang sinasolve nyo. Same with the RA. Okay. Next, since nasa RA na tayo, let's try to solve naman from equation 5. Diba? Yung 0 mo is equal to RAY minus CY minus 462 sine of 60. Sine of 60. Sine of 30. Ang CY natin is positive 338.54. So, this is 338.54. So, therefore, si RAY is simply equal to RAY minus 338.54. This is equal to 569.54. 569.54 Newton. Since positive yan, ilagay ko na nga ito dito, upward. Tama assumption natin for RAY. For RAX naman, okay, so okay na tayo dito. Sabihin, ayan. And then, summation from equation 6 naman, we have 0 is equal to RAX minus CX plus 462 cosine of 30. In this case, si CX natin is equal to 461.46. We have 461.46. Therefore, si RAX is equal to 61.356. Tama yung assumption natin, pakanan natin assumption natin doon. Diba ang sarap pag tama yung pag-assume? Diba? So, yun lang. Wala lang. Sinasaktan ko lang kayo. So, ibig sabihin, ayan yung RAX natin. O sige nga, kung nanonood talaga, aabangan ko to Dapat sa Lunes kung sino una makakapagpakita sa akin ng resultant ng RB saka ng RA. Okay. Ako na bahala. Titignan ko lang kung pinapanood nyo talaga. So, technically, kailangan nyo kunin yung resultant ng RBX saka RBY and then ito namang RAY saka RAX. Sige, that's for sample problem number 4.